Hi everyone and welcome to my broadcast. Be sure to follow me on my social media platforms. Find me on Facebook at Magically Blessed. Find me on Instagram at autumn_Phoenix1. Find me on Twitter at Priestess Autumn. Find me on YouTube at Autumn Phoenix. And find me on Periscope at Autumn Phoenix. I am High Priestess of Coven of Witches, created here in New York City in 2012. I took $20,000 and built my coven with my own money. And it has been very successful. Now I know some teenage girls get together, want to be witches, want to have magical changes in their lives, and they pick one girl to be the priestess, be the high priestess. But in actuality, she knows nothing about the craft. She knows nothing about Wicca. And they are playing with forces that they know nothing about. I was never one of those teenage girls. I actually wanted to learn witchcraft. I actually wanted real change in my life, and real change is not easy. For those of you who don't know, magic will not solve all of your problems, especially if you don't do your part. It's not enough to just do a spell and expect to get that check in the mail, to get that car, to get that house, to get that husband or that wife. It's not enough. You're never going to be married if you never leave your house. You're never going to be rich unless you take a gamble. It takes money to make money. I just told you. I took $20,000 of my own money and built my coven. And it has been very successful because I was once in a coven when I was years ago, and I learned as much as I could. I developed my skills, and now I am currently leading others to live a more magically filled life. But teenagers get caught up in the idea that they have unlimited power and they can use that power however they feel, by hurting people or obtaining things that they want, usually material things. And it just does not happen that way. Witchcraft, if you've never done it before, everything that you think about the craft is wrong. When it comes to witchcraft, witchcraft is a craft. Please do not believe the Christians when they say that witchcraft is a religion. Witchcraft is a craft. It's whatever you want it to be or not be. It is not a religion. Wicca is the religion. Wicca is a nature-based religion on the branch of paganism. To be involved in the pagan community should be a gift. A priestess's work in building that community up is a sacred offering made and also received with integrity and with honesty and with being real. So if you're a fake, you're not a witch. You're not even a witch, let alone a priestess. Keep it real or keep it moving. Don't lie to try to reel people in, to have control over people. That's manipulation, not witchcraft. And what you may call a unsustainable system, it becomes a burden being a priestess. Overburdened people will give up and give out and wander away from the craft. They can't keep giving. Priestesses cannot keep giving their energy to others unless the same energy is returned to replenish them. You can't just take and take from a priestess and not give something back. They will, let me tell you something, they will stop investing every spare dime, every waking moment to create spiritual opportunities for other people just to have them show up and act like entitled jackasses. If you are going to join a coven, you can't feel and you can't come off as a entitled jackass. The priestess is going to know, and she is going to call you out on it. The greater your awareness, the deeper your humility. The more you learn, you usually phantom how much you have left to learn. The Wicked Reed states, and I quote, "Live and let live, freely take and freely give." It also states, "Merry meet, merry part, bright the cheeks, warm the heart." This little paragraph advises witches to treat each other with respect, both when they are together and when they are apart. This way we will live happier lives and build supportive communities. There are a lot of us out there, some unaccounted for, because some witches are still in the broom closet, but there are a lot of us that are accounted for because a census, people don't go around knocking on our doors asking us if we're a witch or not. Nobody asks that question. Nobody. And I wouldn't answer that question anyway. The hell you need to know for? Priestesses are a rarity of luminaries. They are. A true priestess will have figured out that we are all divine beings within the one. Holding on to ill will and mistreating others is equal to poisoning yourself and hoping that your enemy will die instead of you. People who brag about harming others on purpose, intentionally, you are basically broadcasting that they are still a novice of the craft. They are not yet a priestess. When I hurt somebody with magic, I don't brag about it. I don't. That's my business. True servants of the divine, like myself, are the soft of eye and light of touch, speak little and listen much. A priestess worthy of our attention just smiles, shakes your hand, and introduces themselves with their first name. They would not say, "Hi, I'm High Priestess Awesome Phoenix." They would say, "I'm Awesome Phoenix." That's my magical name, by the way. When you take that hand, you feel it. That sense of radiance and so much calm, so much honor, so much power. They are substantial. True priestesses are substantial, balanced, compassionate, and fully present with you in that very moment. They see you as you are. not a problem of being a priestess. Approve or disapprove as you want to. A real priestess would be beyond caring about your petty, egoistical posturing. They don't care about your ego. The problem we have as a community of witches is that after a priestess figures this enlightenment thing out, we tend to push them away because we don't like what we see in the mirror that they hold up to us. You can't lie to a priestess. You can't. They'll call you out on it. So you might as well just tell them the truth right off the bat, because they already know the truth. They already know what you're going to say before you say it. And that's a big reason why some priestesses give up the title and just go on living their own life. That's the big reason why covens break up, because priestesses are supposed to hold up a mirror to you and show you who and what you really are and what you need to work on. They're not going to sugarcoat anything for you at all. They're not fake, they're not phony. So ask yourself, are you prepared to serve as a high priestess? You are ready to serve as a high priestess when you no longer want the job. When you no longer want the job. That shiny, glossy moon crown no longer seems cool when the trappings, power, and privileges that before seemed like such, an honor, and now clearly understood to be the thorny crown, the burden to bear, and the personal sacrifices will hurt like shit. When your mind screams, run far away, but your heart stays and leans into the pain because that is the only way to heal our mutual wounds. When you know exactly how far you have yet to go, but the urging of your divine guide is so clear and so insistent that they will not be ignored. So, you know what? With full awareness, free will, because you don't have to answer the call to be a high priestess. You're entirely at liberty to ignore it. But let me tell you something though. An insane amount of trepidation, you accept the commission anyway. You accept the job anyway. It is a full-time job. Being a priestess is a full-time job. And then you get to work. Whether anyone recognize that with a shiny, glossy crown or not does not matter anymore. So ask yourself, are you ready to serve as high priestess? Now, let me very quickly tell you again where you can find me on social media. Find me on Facebook as Magically Blessed. Find me on Instagram at autumn_Phoenix1. Find me on YouTube at Autumn Phoenix. Find me on Twitter at Priestess Autumn. And find me here on Periscope at Autumn Phoenix. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I will be speaking to you guys shortly.